This is CommonWell TV 2022, and we're introducing you to some of our CommonWell Health Alliance members. And it's time now to hear from the Senior Vice President of Home and Hospice, that is Navin Gupta, and he is with MatrixCare by ResMed. And Navin, let's start with this. CommonWell has been using FHIR since its inception, but soon CommonWell will be enabling discrete data exchange via FHIR across its network. So what does this mean for both patients and providers?
Yeah, thank you for having me back again. You know, the key thing to remember is that interoperability is not just about exchanging documents. The definition of interoperability is really two parts. A, exchange information, but B, the ability to use information. And what that means is the ability to take clinical data, break it down into discrete components, and ingest that back into the EHR. So from that point of view, what CommonWell is doing with FHIR and the ability to do that really is enabling true interoperability. It may not seem very significant, but if you think about from an intake point of view, where you don't have to look at PDFs, extract data, and then ingest that or retype that manually, there's a lot of effort and potential of error being introduced. So the savings that's going to happen is going to be really, truly tremendous. The scale that CommonWell really has, when we look at CommonWell, you're touching almost 25,000 providers right now, 150 million patients, almost 2 billion records exchanged. The scale and impact of this is going to be very, very consequential to healthcare.
Navin, complete this phrase for me. Interoperability by 2030 will be what? It'll be this.
I think what it will be is the cost curve will be bent, and poor outcomes that are tied to siloed systems will be a thing of the past. So it's really those two elements. And when you think about the cost curve, when I look at 1970, 5% of the federal budget was spent on healthcare. 4 years ago, it was about 28%. And then when you layer in things like interest on debt and social security and on defense, the cost of healthcare is truly unsustainable. And I believe what CommonWell is doing and what interoperability is going to help us do is really be able to bend that. And the second part of it is not being siloed, the ability to have past clinical documents to drive future care plans is going to have direct implication on the outcome of care that will be provided. So I think this is going to be tremendous here.
Navin, why is CommonWell such a good fit for your organization?
So I would say within post-acute care, Brightree and MatrixCare were the first few organizations to really lean into CommonWell and build a relationship. We firmly believe that providers that embrace true interoperability within their local geographic regions will emerge as preferred providers, and it's a non-negotiable for them at this point. We've run interop surveys now a few years in a row, and we've tracked the data trends associated with it. The first thing that's emerged is 95% of providers at this point realize that upstream referral sources are expecting this. And second, the ability to have past clinical documents and drive future care plans is very, very important to participate in risk-based contracting models. So we really owe it to our providers to help them succeed by giving them all of these tools. And to do that, MatrixCare today does not charge anything extra for CommonWell. It's not a bolt-on because we really believe it should be part of the core solution that's complementary, embedded within the EHR. So, we're truly grateful for CommonWell, the steps that you've taken to be able to break down the silos that exist within the healthcare system, just not for the patients and the care that they receive, but for providers and payers.
He is Navin Gupta of MatrixCare, and for more on their organization as well as how your organization can become a part of the CommonWell Health Alliance, we invite you to log on to CommonWellAlliance.org.